Hello, welcome back to my channel. So in the last episode of Love After Lockup, we finally got to meet Tia, who is currently Nicole's wife. So Tia's ex actually reached out to me. I'm not going to say her name. If she wants me to shout her out, her socials, she can let me know. I actually reached out to her and asked her if she was interested on coming on my channel and spilling more tea. She hasn't replied back to me, but that door is open if she's interested in it. So this is all what she had to say about Tia. So she says, Tia was my ex from a long time ago. The last time she went to jail, we were together. I'm the one who took her to turn herself into the jail. We met like 15 years ago. We've been locked up together. We've lived together. We fought. If you want to talk about it, we can. And yes, I had to cuss Nicole out over her because of memories that popped up of us on the hook. So I was like, okay, sis, spill the tea. Whatever you're comfortable with saying, let me know. So this is what she said. So for one, she has my name tattooed on her neck with a crown over it. Laugh out loud. She said she was going to get a void stamp over it when we broke up while she was in prison, but she didn't. And crazy doesn't begin what she can be, because I was like, I heard she's crazy. I heard she's a user. And she said that she is crazy. She wide the F open at times, but when we were together, she was with me every day, all day. And so I asked Tia's ex if she was a player, because from what I've heard about Tia, she definitely has a reputation of a player. And she said, yes, player. She is definitely a ladies' woman. And she said she met Tia back in 2008. She said she got in a fight with Tia, and that's how she met her, trying to fight the girl that Tia was with at the time. And that's the same girl who actually sent Tia to prison the last time she went to prison, because she sold her some stuff, is what Tia says. But I asked her if Tia was a user, and she said I have to give it to her, hands down. She always has money in her pocket, regardless of the day or time. She always has money. I saw a bunch of people comment saying user and stuff. No, when she lived with me in my papa's house, she paid him and everything. So that part isn't true, but the rest, yeah. And she said, I don't dislike her or anything. I'll always love her. She was good to me always. But I just wanted to clear the rumors up. So thank you so much. I really appreciate Tia's ex for reaching out to me, spilling the tea. I asked her some other questions and asked her if she's interested on coming in my channel. She hasn't replied yet, but like I said, that door is always open, girl, if you're watching this. So what I'm taking from that is it makes sense why Nicole's staying around Tia, is she's known to have money, and she always has money, because we know Nicole is very materialistic and loves money. Okay, so now that I talked about Tia's ex spilling the tea, let's go ahead and just do a recap of this train wreck that happened in the last episode between Nicole, Daonte, and Tia. So Daonte goes out to work out with his buddy Derek. I really like Derek. Derek tells it how it is. I swear, Daonte, you need to listen to Derek and your mama more. They've been right about everything so far. So he goes out to work out. He tells his friend about what happened with Nicole, how he dropped her off. He waited down the street, then pulled up, and Nicole was getting in the car with her ex. And he's like, well, what did she say? And she's like, I'll talk to you about it later. And he's like, she didn't get out of the car. Derek was upset. You know, you should be done with her. She's a hoe. I know she's a hoe. She knows she's a hoe. And it's like everybody knows she's a hoe but Daonte. But I mean, Daonte's got to know at this point. But Daonte's just in denial. So Derek, Daonte's friend, was like, so what are you going to do about this? How are you going to handle this? Are you done with her? And he's like, I can't be done. You know, I give second chances, but I don't give third chances. He's like, you know, I still need to talk to her about what happened. And Derek's like, come on, you know she cheated on you. But Daonte's in denial, like thinking that they just went out late at night and just sat in a hotel room and played Uno or something. So Nicole suddenly calls Daonte. She's like, hey, I feel like we need to talk. And Daonte was like, okay, when do you want me to pick you up? She's like, well, I can't tonight, but how about tomorrow? If that was Daonte, that would have been a red flag. I'd been like, what you got going on tonight? And the real tea is, Nicole couldn't see Daonte that night is because she had plans to meet up with Tia. And Nicole said Daonte had no idea she was meeting up with Tia, and Daonte would probably be upset if he did find out. And Nicole says her and Tia were together in prison, and they kind of had a toxic relationship. Nicole says Tia has an attitude problem like she does, and so Nicole said she ended up breaking up with Tia while she was in prison, and Tia ended up spitting in her face and tried running off, and Nicole grabbed her by her collar and spit in her face back. And then right, like in that same sentence, Nicole was like, I feel like Tia was the one that got away. And Nicole said she's so bougie, and she really took for granted all the luxuries that you get outside of prison, like having good body wash and having nails and being able to get your hair done. And she said there's no way they're going to take her back to prison. They're going to have to shoot her if they want to take her back. So she explained it's hard to stay on the straight and narrow. She loves going out clubbing, dancing, partying up until 6 in the morning, get 2 hours of sleep, and wake up and do it again. So the first time that Nicole's got some since being out of prison was when she went out with Zach and they did it. And she said that her first time doing it in 4 years wasn't exactly what she thought it was going to be. She said, I mean, it wasn't bad doing it with Zach, but it wasn't what she wanted. So she wants to be able to have that whole experience. And Nicole's using that and the excuse that she needs more clarity before she gives her all to Daonte. And I said it time and time again, girl, if you're going to have all these hoes and different area codes and be little Tatiana, then you just need to be single. You can't be sitting there sleeping with other people to get clarity or confirmation for your relationship. That just isn't right. So Nicole gets ready, she gets an Uber, and she goes to meet up with Tia and have dinner with her. She's never seen Tia outside of prison. So she goes and sees Tia, and Tia actually stays in North Carolina with her family, but she drove all the way up to Virginia, got a hotel room, so she could see Nicole. So Nicole sits down with Tia. You can tell they're feeling each other. And Tia's like, well, how's your mom? And Nicole's like, good, but she does not like Tia. She's not a fan of her whatsoever. But Nicole, she's honest with her mom, so she told her mom that she was going to go see Tia, and her mom was like, do you think that's a good idea? So then Tia apologized to Nicole for spitting on her in prison, and she says, you know I'm possessive, and Nicole says she forgives her. And meanwhile, Nicole just continuously kept complimenting Tia for how good she smelled. So then Nicole asked Tia for a kiss, and Tia was like, no. And Nicole's like, oh, I'm leaving. And so Tia ended up kissing her. They're feeling each other. And Tia was like, so what are your plans for the night? Nicole's like, I'm trying to go back to your hotel room. So Nicole went back to Tia's hotel room. They got freaky. Nicole did 2 X's and 2 nights. You know, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry's getting some for free. And meanwhile, Daonte's dropping 30 racks and he ain't getting none. He's left his own devices and having to rely on Nicole Jr. And then Nicole has the nerve to have Daonte pick her up the next day from Tia's hotel room. And Daonte said on an IG Live that, you know, we're going to see him and Tia meet, of course. But I guess when they meet, they, like, get into it and clash and all that. So I am looking forward to seeing that. I can't believe this Friday is the season finale of this season of Love After Lockup. This season feels like it's gone by really fast. And then the next season will start of Life After Lockup, the spinoff, on August 27th. And I really hope after this Life After Lockup season, there's no space in between the seasons like there was last time. Because, oh my gosh, I hated having to wait like 3 whole months for a new season. And I really wish they would do like reunion shows or like a tell-all at the end of each season. But I do know like half the people they have on their show end up going back to jail. And just when I thought Lindsay and Destiny from last season were bad, Nicole has taken the reins. But that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.